I'm kicked off Facebook again. Yeah, another suspension. And you probably think to yourself, damn, Jay, that was less than a week. Yeah. Apparently, they don't like people who are saying real shit. Quick TLDR before I get this video started, because I think we're all falling in this is all going to fall in line. There was a post from a young lady saying she said all of us wanted the two-parent household thing, but we're not going to stay in abusive relationships and all of this other stuff. And I promise you, ladies, there will be another guy out there more than happy to take care of you and your kids. To which I replied, how does that work? Like, hold on, let me make sure that I get this 100% proper. 100% proper. I said, so instead of waiting for the right guy, you put your kids in a dangerous position. This is very selfish. 2020 women are trash. And I believe it was that last part that got me the banhammer on Facebook. But the deal is that when the statistic was, 15% of kids were coming up in single parent households, okay, I'm willing to rock with you. But we live in a time where in the black community, it's like at 80%, right? In the black American community, it's at like 80% of children being born into those households. It's complete bullshit. When you sit there and then try to pretend, and you guys have seen a lot of the videos that I've produced on this channel, where it's a young lady talking about the young pregnant lady. The one specific one I'm thinking about is the Steve Harvey one, where it's a very pregnant young lady talking about, oh yeah, well, I don't like my baby father. How do I know how to pick a good baby father before my baby even gets here? Dude, and as someone who has witnessed these pregnancies and these these situations play out firsthand, I gotta say it's the most selfish shit that a female could do. It really is. And to pretend, like I said, back when the percentage was like 13, 20%, okay, cool. And no, not when it's at 80%. At 80%, don't give me the babe in the woods routine. Stop lying. Cut it out. This is unfair. You are sitting here abusing your children, not giving them a chance before they even get here. And so, you run across, and like people such as, what was it, the JC the Simp, they're the products of that. That's the byproducts of that. And we are like 2-3 generations deep, maybe even 4 or 5 generations deep of the whole, I don't need a man, I could do bad all by myself, girl, everything about me, my baby don't need you, I don't need you, and let's not even begin with the complete circus that is child support. So, I really just using this video right here of this young lady supplementing the point that I make in several videos, okay? I might get back to the whole articles thing in a day or so, but yeah, this interaction with Facebook and just saying something legitimate like that, because it's so damn selfish. It really is. It's damn selfish to sit there and expect men, young men with no children, to go and clean up your mess. And this is the mindset that we've allowed young ladies to run across with for the longest time. So there is hope, though. There is hope. And that's why I bring you the lovely young lady with the lovely young lips. So let's get into this one.
Ladies, I know some of y'all gonna have a really, really, really difficult time getting through this video, but bitch, you're gonna be alright. So let me start by saying some of the shit that you ain't used to hearing. Shut the fuck up. You're wrong, bitch. It was your fault. Everything ain't always about you. Fuck no. No. You are the toxic one. So don't go sending it through no...
So as you guys can see, despite she still has that poison in her because you hear how she's like throwing around the cuss words, right? But at the same time, props to the young lady because this is a message, particularly within the urban space, that needs to just be blared from the top of every mountain. Search high and low, follow every rainbow. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding at all because you were taught wrong. You are facilitating wrong. And as you guys continue to make these terrible choices, you have children that are picking up on that and are destined to make these terrible choices as well. And that's where things get nuts. I'm telling you, because like I said, it's generation after generation after generation. And at what point is enough enough?
I DM talking about, girl, so and so need to see this. No, bitch, it's the reason you saw it first, bitch. Cause your friend's scared to tell you something, and every time he says something, you get offended. Bitch, it's you. It could be you sometimes. You the common denominator of 100 niggas. It's you, my baby.
Church, because they damn sure run through them. Make no mistake. This whole, oh yeah, men and women are the same thing. It's not fair. No. It's completely fair the way the sexual market was initially playing out because you guys had all the cards. You got once you guys get that new baby up in you, I'm sorry, you are completely worthless on the SMV, and the only guys picking y'all up are dudes that don't know any better. And it only takes one of y'all to convince that man to, pop a red pill and go make towel or something along those lines. Because at the end of the day, you're asking what we've culturally been asking men to do is play cleanup. And it's bullshit. It really is. If he can wait to have to begin a family for you, why couldn't you wait for him? And once again, when I say begin a family, I'm saying begin a family. I'm not saying don't get down. I'm saying be smart about getting down, recognize who you're getting down with. And, my mother used to say to me all the time, if you wouldn't make her your wife, don't make her a mother. But in reverse, if you wouldn't make him a father, if you wouldn't, make him, well, that's the thing, because, women choose who has sex, men choose who get married, so you really have, once that baby pop up out your guts, darling, it's a completely different ball game out here. And it's important that you decide to make that baby with someone that you actually can have and plan a future with, not just because I think he cute. Is some of the dumbest shit. And when I was younger, I'll admit I took full advantage of it, but at the same time, I wasn't out here making people though. That's the difference.
And you don't have to be in a relationship with anybody to be toxic. Bitch, you's a hazard to your fucking self. You isolated yourself from the world and shit still fucked up for you. It's you.
Yeah.
You wondering why a nigga hides certain shit and can't own up to his flaws. Because, bitch, all you do is belittle. You got to be the bigger person in every situation. Bitch, you got to be superior. Anything that...
I think there's a bit of a difference between, being the bigger person, because being the bigger person denotes some type of, saying honorable trait. No, she, in many cases, and this isn't just black women, make no mistake about it, this is American women. All right, that's one of the reasons I'm really, really digging Softy on over here. Yeah, she catching strokes because she's this goes across the board. We are not made to compete with each other. Okay, I'm sorry. As much as capitalism really needs that to be the case, unfortunately, the Mother Nature, right? Your homegirl, Mother Nature, has decided otherwise. We are not equals. We are not the same thing, and we should really be leaning more towards our biological imperatives instead of sitting there saying, yeah, let's blow the entire thing up. And boys can be girls, and girls can be boys. And it's really that type of chaotic type energy that you gotta specialize in, right? But there needs to be a balance. There has to be a balance. And many of you can't recognize a good balance. And that's how shit gets so sideways.
Don't line up with what you believe is fucked up. It's wrong. It's stupid. You the type of bitch that want to fuck with a nigga whose self-esteem is low as possible. because that's beneficial to you.
She can basically drag them around and decide and control them for the most part. Let's be real about that. And that's why they are so confident that there will be some type of simp dude to come through and take care of her and her kids, because they know that there are those type of low self-esteem dudes out there willing and happy to take anything that smiles in their direction.
Some of us attract men that we gotta do a lot of work on, which fix up. But that's what you look for. Because it's easier for you to control a relationship. And you can't control physically. So you control by intimidation.
Like a lot of these sons of single mothers deal with. I mean, it's more of a psychological thing, and that's a true manipulation that's hindered a many good man, because we are like biologically imperated. I know I didn't use the proper word there, but we are like, it's our instincts to acquiesce, because particularly with the mother-son dynamic, that's your mom's. You want to take care of her. Unfortunately, due to the way her female brain naturally thinks, it's not always, like, listening to her is not always the best thing, right? I mean, how many stories do we know of young men who've gone out and oh man, I gotta defend, like she's like, oh, I'm gonna go get my son on you, I'm gonna go get my cousin, I'm gonna go get my brother, and shit like that. Like, you know how those ratchet broads be. And I really appreciate Shorty right here for like really holding back the ratchetness, but you can hear that shit all up in her voice.
They can't even disagree with you, because bitch, now you don't want to interact, you don't want to talk for days. Niggas gotta walk on eggshells because they don't know what the fuck gonna send you today. See, them be the bitches who the outside world look at as calm and humble. She's so quiet.
Victims. They see them as victims. Thank you, Robin Givens, Mike Tyson, and Oprah Winfrey for that one, because that's a huge part of the mindset when they hear, oh yeah, this particularly quote unquote black woman and this black man are in an altercation. Yeah, this is going down for the black man, because regardless of the story, regardless of how it goes down throughout media and throughout culture, you will be the aggressors. We are either subhuman or we are either superhuman, one of the two. And so thusly we got to go protect her from him. And man, I've done tons of videos on how that's played out since the Civil Rights Act. Let's keep going.
Oh yeah, bitch, I bet. Shit ain't never your fault. Somebody else is always the reason as to why you reacted or did whatever the fuck you did. And you're very good at guilt tripping and manipulation. And some of us so good at it, sometimes nigga don't even notice. All you know is he feel bad afterwards.
And that's because it's not just that you guys are good at it. It's that, shoot, if he is unaware, particularly if he's not really rocking with the knowledge of biology and of human nature and the like, and he, it's just, it doesn't make any sense to him. And the reason it doesn't make any sense to him is because he has a completely different brain that processes information differently. But what she does in many cases, particularly within a romantic angle, is, use her attitude as a springboard towards, something she's looking to achieve either longer down the road or even sooner.
He feel like he made the wrong decision when it might be the right decision, but he can't really tell between the two because, bitch, you fake supporting, making it seem like you okay with it, but attaching some guilt on the end of it. Oh, that's nice, but it's constant.
And that right there is a big part of the female psychology, like that never, because I think we can dead it here. I mean, Well, yeah, I'm like 3 minutes into the 5 minute video. I'll dead it here because ultimately, it's not that she wants to be, a naysayer or a Debbie Downer. It's the fact that it's within her nature to be that way, because it's not in the female's nature to ever be fully content. I mean, there are circumstances in which she can be content, and particularly if she's of her right mind, yeah. But I mean, when left to her own devices and her own whims, nah. If whatever you give her, she'll want more. More. That is female nature, so she'll always feel like, oh, I can add something to this, I can bring something to this, when in reality what she brings is her femininity, which is chaos incarnate for the most part. That's like really, but it's necessary. It's the yin and the yang, it's the balance that really has maintained and built up a society to what it is and what it will be, and how we've gone from huts and caves to condos and and houses. So it's all evolutionary. But what we do, particularly within the Black community and within urban America, is we ignore all of that, and instead of gearing things more towards that, we are more towards that whimsical nature of the female. Gearing things more towards balance is out of the question, and we're geared more towards the whimsical nature of females, which turns out to be rather expensive. Why we have the gigantic welfare state that we do, and to tie it back to the beginning of this story, how we end up with 80% single mother households, because with our government's permission, the females of our population have been, there's been no consequences for their actions. Yet, as a collective, not talking about all, right, but as a collective, ladies like to sit there and, stand on the shoulders of giants, but pretend like they were born 60 feet tall. So, with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. You want to get videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and BitChute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Man, she's gorgeous. She's definitely a good-looking chick. The ratchetness in the voice, though, is unmissable. But yeah, I mean, definitely strokes, man. Definitely strokes. She doesn't get the no pull-out treatment. But either ways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. One, do you think that Facebook ban was bullshit? Because that Facebook ban was bullshit. It really is. Like, you can't keep coddling the females of the nation anymore. We kind of got to let them put their big girl drawers on and, find them a good man to protect their feelings. Or, hey, do you think I'm just a sexist and a misogynist and all around terrible person? Because there are people that think that of me. So either ways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next one.